stalked by some weirdo or whatever. So, yeah, I kind of read the preview since the game's in beta and stuff and whatever. Let's go. As the sun finally sets, the lengthening shadows all begin to bleed together until everything is covered in darkness. My path is only illuminated by the occasional street light, and I start to become nervous again, like something bad is about to happen, if not treaded with caution. I start picking up my pace as I get closer to home. I didn't plan to be out for so long, especially not at night all by myself. The grocery store bag clutched tightly in my hands seems much heavier, even thought it only carried the sole jug of milk that I desperately needed before leaving the house earlier. Now I'm wondering if it was really worth the trip. Turning the corner just leads to another dark road. I debate whether I should slow down to prevent tripping or just break out into a run, here and now. But it's just a couple more blocks, then I'll be back at home. For some reason nagging at the back of my mind, that didn't feel like an appealing solution either. If something dangerous really was just out of view, going back to an empty house was just like throwing a blanket over your head to keep the monsters away. It's moments like this I wish I didn't live alone. But I'm probably just anxious for no reason. I don't have any evidence that someone is really trying to hurt me. Just these paranoid feelings in the back of my mind that I should ignore. Listen, if you ever have a bad feeling, it's like taking a test, right? Okay, there's A, B, C, D. What sound? Just an example, man. Just something basic. You know, act like it's a super hard, not super hard. Act like it's a English question or something. But what sound does a cow make? Ruff, ruff, meow, moo, or neigh? Now let's say, ma. Yeah, ma. D is ma. So now you're like, well, dang, ma and moo must sound alike. Which one is it? I'm gonna go with ma. But now you start feeling like it's. But now you're getting a really stronger feeling towards moo. If you're getting a stronger feeling towards that one, then go with that one. Go with whatever one you're getting a stronger feeling towards. Unless you know it's wrong, then I don't know how you got a stronger feeling towards that. But you should always go with your gut instinct. Because, yeah. I really have to stop trying to freak myself out. All it's doing is causing me to lose sleep, which makes me more on edge. I wish there was, maybe some walking or something cooler besides just a little sketch. Focusing on getting home is the only thing I need to worry about for now. Then I can eat dinner, chill out, and finally get some much needed rest. Like I'm in first person. There we go. Just as I was about to turn down the last street, I see a figure sitting next to the sidewalk a few feet in front of me. I immediately stop walking, try to get a better look before getting any closer. I hear the blood start to pulse faster in my ears. They are almost fully hidden from view, so I didn't have much of a chance to see them from farther away. And they are perfectly still. I feel the fear rising in me again and stay frozen in the same spot. My muscles tense, waiting to see if the stranger makes a move. Nah, bro, this is crazy. I feel bad for anyone who's ever been stalked or has been stalked or is being stalked. Hey man, I pray for you, because that's creepy. Like, just think about it. Like, someone if I was getting stalked, someone could really be right there right now. I'm just not even, I wouldn't even, they could just be looking at my window and I wouldn't even see it unless I look behind them. I see the shadow. That's like so weird, I'm going places, they're lurking. It's so weird, man. It's weird. They do nothing, and since it's so dark, I can't even tell if they have seen me or not. Though I keep getting the feeling they're staring right at me. It's terrifying, but I can't just stand here forever. I want to go home. Swallowing the lingering morbid thoughts and stirring up some bravery, I begin to walk again until I'm only a couple of feet away from the stranger. Once I'm closer, I can finally make out some of the vague details of their face. His face, and we put the, okay. Maybe it's in demo, It's a nice drawing, though. Why does he look like a female? Those eyes giving off very feminine vibes. I flinched back a bit after seeing him look at me, but then I start to notice something strange. He's curled up in the grass, clutching his arms tightly to his body, and I begin to hear his heavy, uneven breaths over my own. He's hurt badly. As soon as I see the state he's in, not only more worried, I'm not only more worried before, but now also heavily concerned for his well-being. Hello, can you hear me all right? Are you okay? What happened? For a moment, he just keeps looking at me. His expression is unreadable. This far from any light source, but he must feel scared too. He didn't respond at this point. I feel he may be really, really injured. Maybe he can't even understand me. Just as I reach into my pocket to try and call for help, he finally speaks up. Something happened to me earlier. I was just trying to walk home and die. I'm a bit hurt right now. A bit hurt. He doesn't seem like he's doing well at all. So first off, here it is. Come on, man. I bet he wasn't gonna say anything. He saw you reach for that phone though. What was you gonna do? Reach into the phone, call the ambulance. Well, the cops. The cops were gonna send some people over and an ambulance, whatever. And then he wouldn't be able to do what he wanted to do. But he saw her reaching that phone. He's like, oh shoot. Like, man, 2 and 2 together, man. Put 2 and 2 together. And he was like, oh my gosh, I can't just sit here and let her call the cops on me. Duh. So now I gotta do something. Say something. Like, man, you don't get out of here with that. Come on, man. I still would have called the cops. Not on him, but like, because I wouldn't have. Of course, you're not gonna. A random guy always stalking me unless you're that paranoid or just one of those type of people, which is wrong. Shame on you. But I just would have called the cops in general. Especially if he's like, someone did this to me. Oh, yeah, for sure. Do you need help? Can you walk? He leans forward and begins to push up on his arms like he is trying to stand up. But he quickly winces and sits back to his original position. It hurts. My arms really hurt. My legs are okay, though. How did you hurt your arms? Is anything broken? Broken? I didn't break anything. He's just uncomfortably on the ground, trying to move his body to a more upright position. He looks at me a bit nervous. It's easier to see his face like this. A bit cute, too. Pretty pale. A little scary. And his face is a bit cute, too, I guess. I mean, I don't, he doesn't look scary. His face kind of feels a little feminine, but I mean, I guess cute, too. I didn't notice it before, but this guy has such nice wavy hair and pretty eyes. I feel kind of bad focusing on that, but the realization truly caught me off guard. My eyes shift away to focus on anything else. I shouldn't be thinking about this, and instead trying to find out how to help him. I must seem so rude right now. Please don't think I'm acting weird. Is everything alright? Oh god, he thinks I'm acting weird. Everything is totally fine. I'm just a bit squeamish about broken bones is all. You don't have to worry. My arms are broken. Just a bit hurt. Well, okay, I'm glad it's not that bad then. You should really be more careful getting injured on the side of the road this late. Late is really dangerous. You're right. I'm really glad you're the one who came along. It seemed like I had nothing to worry about earlier. To think I was so scared of him. I thought I was going to end up being mugged or murdered, but it ended up being a total overreaction. And now I'm just having a normal conversation with a stranger sitting in the grass. Well, that isn't too normal. But I still don't really know anything about him, and he still seems pretty worried too. I would really like to know more about him too. I should try to calm him down a bit more so I can help better. He isn't going to tell me anything like this. What's your name? What's your name? My name, it's Devin. He seems really shy about it. I feel kind of bad asking now. That's a really nice name. It suits you. There's no way. I think your name is much nicer. Thank you. But I don't think my name is any better than yours, so your name is also very nice. That's really sweet of you to say. You're such a good person. Devin seems really touched by such a simple compliment. Does he not give them often? Don't mention it. You're too bad. He seems to freeze after I say that, as if his mind is going totally blank. Not too bad. Thank you for thinking so. I've never seen someone get so flustered from being called not too bad. I don't want to embarrass him more, but it's nice to see him distracted from the pain. It seems that the conversation helped a bit, even if somewhat awkwardly. He looks off the side, trying to distract himself. Talking to a stranger like me seems to make him pretty nervous. As a sort of anxious reflex, he begins to mess with his sleeves off his sweater. He just ends up wincing in pain after pulling on them too hard. Seeing someone be miserable like this, I can't stop myself from asking him about it one more time. Do your arms still hurt to move? Yeah. Devin tries to move his arm and quickly pulls him. Yeah, I just kind of skipped over that. Back into his lap in a comfortable position. I feel bad just leaving you here like this. Here, let me help you walk a bit closer to your house. You shouldn't have to stay here in the dark. My house is still a bit of a walk away. I should be fine. I feel better already talking to you. It seems I may have been a bit too worried after all. At least let me walk you to a bench nearby to rest. It's better for you than just sitting on the ground. You'll help me? I really appreciate that. I just need some help standing up, then I'll be okay to move on my own. Helping him out seemed like an easy enough offer, but actually finding a good way to lift him up gracefully was harder than I guessed. Setting down my grocery bag of lonely milk on the sidewalk, I walk a bit closer to Devin. We both look at each other trying to figure out the best way to go about this. I want to lift him up without hurting him or making him uncomfortable. Eventually, he moves his legs until they are bent under him, almost in a kneeling position. Then I move beside him, wrapping my arms around his torso. As I increase the pressure of my hold on him, the breathing becomes even more labored and unsteady. His body becomes incredibly tense despite how carefully I try to lift. Are you okay? I'm trying to not touch your arms too much, but let me know if anything hurts. It really doesn't hurt that bad. I can barely feel it. Feeling a bit more reassured after knowing he's okay, I give one final lift until he's up on his feet. We did it. I'm here if you need any. Before I can even finish, I was about to say, Devin begins to wobble over after trying to stand on his own. I quickly reach back over to hold him steady, and he ends up leaning back into my arms, clutching my shoulders to keep from falling. What happened? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Are you sure? I can call someone for you or get a ride to a clinic if something is wrong. I think it's just my blood pressure after sitting there too long. I'm fine, honestly fine. Do you think you can try walking on your own, or is it that much? I think I need a bit more time before walking on my own. I can just sit back down if it's too much trouble for you. It's not too much trouble at all. If you are okay with it, you can lean on me while we walk to the bench. I don't know how much you feel like moving right now. If you have your support, I'll be okay to move. Okay, I'll try to walk slowly and not put too much strain on you again. Well, dang, boy, this is a lot of reading. Like, I do like these games, though. It gives so much, like, I don't know. It's just something about these games that really, like, it's just, like, I like the reading. I like the reading, kind of. I'm not really much of a reader, but I like the story that's behind a lot of these games. Every game I played that involves these and the decisions have never been bad. They have all been good. The one had a crazy plot twist. The first one I ever played was just cool, it wasn't that good. The second one was my favorite one, had a nice plot twist. This one, yeah, it's pretty good, it seems. So I would say this is probably like maybe my second favorite. And then that other one was a pretty good one. I mean, I know most people don't see this stuff because it's super long, but maybe in the future, We move in a side-by-side position where his arm is over my shoulder as I wrap my arm around his back. I kind of don't want to read all this. I feel like I look over the lens of Devin's face, which is completely pale, with a small smiling creeping onto his lips. The image is almost frightening with the state he's in. Like he doesn't even know how bad his condition is. No, like he doesn't even care. He noticed me staring at his unbreathable gaze. He's spotted an instant and feels he can read every thought and intention running through my mind. Suddenly his eyes soften as his grin turned more friendly, but the off-putting paleness is still there. You really are too kind to me, even helping me walk. For a second I feel like I can't move. I can hardly breathe while looking at him nervously. As I said, no trouble. I have to force myself to turn away from him and continue to focus on walking. But I can still feel him right next to me as my heart hammers faster in my chest, and I pray he doesn't notice. Maybe I'm just imagining it. Maybe it's because we've met in such a weird situation. But he looks at me differently than anyone else I've ever met. And I wonder if it's really such a bad thing. I strengthen I strengthen my resolve and begin to push forward again. We finally get to the end of the street and turn to the last corner. The bench is just a few feet away. Here you are. You should be able to rest right over here. I gently pull him over until he's able to safely sit down on his own. Yeah, you can at least draw him sitting down on the chair, like, golly. He's a bit shaken up still, but he's much better off. I couldn't be here. Street light than on the ground in the dark. Thank you for taking me all the way here. I was so considerate. Bro, what are you so nervous for, dog? Even though Devin says that he doesn't look relieved at all, I feel a bit guilty ending it like this. But just how much more can I really do? Hell, you didn't even want me to do this much. I'm glad I could help. I really hope you feel better soon. It was nice to meet you, Devin. I have to head home soon, but is everything okay? I look down at our hands as he closely lets go of mine. I guess he grabbed my hand without thinking because he quickly places his hand back in his lap nervously. Sorry, I just thought you should know. Your grocery bag. My grocery bag? You left your grocery bag behind earlier, still on the sidewalk. I looked down at my empty hands and realized that yes, I did leave my move behind. I had nearly gone home without the one thing I came outside for. I guess it is easy to forget stuff that, okay. None of this is important. If it's important, y'all, if you want to read it, y'all can pause it, but I'll tell you if it's important. So far, just nothing really necessary. It's just her talking about. Yes, it's really just skimming. I run back to the bench and see him sitting there as I left him. Honestly, I thought they were going to be like, the bag was gone and she got kidnapped. No, this time. But I did think almost the bag might have been gone. I was like, that'd be crazy if the bag did, just vanished. Well, something seems a bit off. He seems just as unwell as ever. In fact, he's not even looking at me now. Is he ready for me to just leave now, or does he even know I'm here? I'm still a bit closer, so I'm right in front of him. I try to duck down to get on the last guy's face. Well, I got my milk, so I guess I'm headed back and home now. As I said before, it was nice to meet you. Get home safe, alright? As I was about to leave, I finally noticed the dark stains forming all over his sleeves and onto the rest of his clothes. Earlier, they were small enough that they could be mistaken for shadows, especially in the dim light. Now it's much more obvious. Is that blood? No, it's impossible to ignore. Panic hit me like an ant, but I felt my heart drop. I was down the arm I used to help support him. There was a smooth, powerful shoot across my hand. He was bleeding so much. It didn't seem possible. How did I not notice it was that bad? There was blood dripping down from his hands now. Did I make it worse? Did I hurt him by carrying him around? See what you're talking about. That's the crazy part. No, I didn't mean to hurt him. They could have done way better. I looked down his shoulders to look at his face. His eyes seemed hazy, like he might pass out. So we need to get to the hospital immediately. I called ambulance. Why didn't you tell me you were bleeding? What happened to you? Just a little bit of blood. A bit of blood. It seems like much more than a bit. I wouldn't know. I didn't say that. Is it really that bad? Are you worried about me? Yes. Just show me how you got injured. I walk closer and try to reach over to grab his hand. Suddenly, Devin moves up on the bench and stands in front of me. Yami, please just listen to me. I need help, but Devin seems to know deeply like he's trying to rise up. The courage I already has. I want to rush over now. Sit down back. Please hear me out. Yeah, I'll listen. Devin steps a bit more into the light and raises his arms halfway into the air. Oh, he did something bad, didn't he? He like turned around and looked at me honestly, like he's trying to show how bad it is. But all eyes throwing back into it. Okay. shaking. I don't even want it's hard to disagree. I don't have the heart to disagree. It's okay, Devin, I understand. You're not going to call her out, right? No, not if you don't want to. I can't call the police. She might be in real danger. Police? I really don't think that's a good idea. Okay, he's definitely a stalker. There's no way. And if he's not, he just seems like he just gives off that vibe. It made me too nervous, plus I don't even think they would take me seriously after not meeting him before. Looking at the blood continuing to drip from his hands, I feel it hard to not take Devin seriously at this moment. But if he feels so certain about it, I shouldn't doubt him about this either. There's no reason to be someone anymore. I don't care. Then what are we supposed to do? You can't keep walking around like that. I just need someplace safe. I really don't think I can just be home while someone's after me. Okay, yeah, no trust me. There's some basic medical supply I can make it work. I patch myself up from the worst. It feels like an only solution. My mind is racing too much to think I'm good and to remove myself. Yeah, but it seems like some Jeffrey Dahmer stuff. One thing I know for sure, I can't just leave him like this. I may be terrified, but that's nothing compared to what Devin is going through at this moment. I've been on edge the past weeks with thoughts someone has been watching me, but he's been living, and I don't know. I can't help but sense of his connection through, like it was the faith that I happen to be one here to help him. If you could know what it's like to live with this fear and how it can affect, piece of place to go. You can come to my house, really. I have a first aid recently. I'm not sure how helpful it will be, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, that'll work fine. Sorry, I can't believe you're really helping me. I'm not going to leave you out here alone or just hand you off to people you don't feel safe with. I really do want to help you, Devin. And I find myself really meaning these words. I don't see how he doesn't have blood on his, like right there and on the middle of his white button up, but okay. I've actually played 4 of these games. Now I'm thinking about it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. Honestly, man, I'm just trying to finish making these videos so I can go ahead, practice, work out, come back inside, take a shower, and stream. I'll probably do some reactions. I was gonna play Persona Strikers, but nah, I think I'm just gonna do some reactions. I think I'll get some vids up that I want to just go ahead and react to, and I'll just probably go ahead and react to those. You know, I at least want to stream for an hour. I at least want to stream for an hour. Just an hour, and I'll be happy. So I'll probably try to find a whole bunch of videos and stuff like that I can, you know, give me an hour worth. Of course, that's if my streaming doesn't mess up. I was trying to stream off of OBS before, but that wasn't really working out, so now I'm doing Streamlabs. So hopefully that will work, since that is meant for streaming. And since I had an OBS setup, I just took my OBS setup, put it with the Streamlabs, so boom. Hopefully it makes it, you know, a little easier for me to do what I gotta do. And it actually works. Because the problem was I was lagging. I'm not gonna stream if I'm lagging. That don't even make no sense. Because not only was I lagging, the game was lagging too, so it was both far behind, so it wouldn't make any sense. I bet there is someone who would do anything for you. I don't know if my heart them quickly in my chest. I try to ignore it, but it's still not here. You feel bad, so I get flustered with myself. To check myself from the noise in my own head, I look out into the darkness, trying to search for any stalking figures. Make sure we're being followed, and there doesn't seem to be another soul in sight. For the past few weeks, I've constantly been seeing moving shadows and moving light in the back of my head. But for the first time in a while, I don't feel anything at all. I feel safer. And as I finally see the front of my eyes like you, I think the rest of this wild night is going to actually be okay. You have reached the end of the demo. Thank you, for playing. Invite me in. Continue the game and see how the rest of the night unfolds later this year. The arts above give a clue to the path you were headed on. Wait, can I see the paths? There were 3 paths? Okay. Well, that's the end of this video. Hey, tell me what you guys thought about it. If you would like to see me play more games like this, tell me, because I would like to play more games like this too. I just get tired of reading some of them, especially some that don't even